Hey, welcome to another adventure in old code. Today we're going to look at type. I'm trying to open something up and I'm not even running QBasic yet. All right, let us get type. I think this one is type. Here we go. Let's begin. Oh, man. Okay, this is my program. A couple episodes ago, we did a typing tutor. So I had this real a bunch of programs centered around capturing input and experimenting with input. The typing tutor, this is another typing program. This is, it gives you text and you're supposed to type the text that you see. So you'll notice when I hit, if I just start typing, already I've misspelt it because I put a lowercase w instead of capital W, and it says press any key to continue. So you're only given one mistake. Let's try again. Oh, okay. Welcome to my great thing. I hope that you... One more time. Welcome to my great thing. I hope that you will be able to type what you see on the screen. Halfway there. Because if you can't, I will kill. Oh no! Why did I hit this? One more time. Okay. Well, we'll have. Oh no! I can't just comment those out. I've got 5. Okay. Well, let's just look through this. No, one more time. Welcome to my great thing. Yeah, this isn't a very great thing. I can't type. All right, let's go through this. Oh, and it's, oh boy. Okay, so dim AS string. N is an array of 5 strings. Okay, word is also an array of 5 strings, and WPM is a double floating point. This suggests words per minute. All right, clearing the screen. YFAC. YFAC equals 2, whatever that is. Okay, then I'm setting all the values of my word array. So the word array contains all of the text that I have to write, and then I print word 1. And then I loop from 2 to 5. Oh, and then I print an empty space followed by the next line. So the reason I did this first was because I don't need an empty space at the very, very top. Okay, so that's fine. I could have said print word 1 followed by an empty print and then throw that in on a 1 to 5 loop, but that's okay. So print all the lines that I need to type with blank spaces in between. And then from 1 to 5, length starts out as 0 because we've never seen it before, equals length plus the length of the word B. So the word in this case, this is lines. So this is the word 1, this is word 2. So we're taking the length of all of these strings and adding them to length. So length would looks like it's the number of characters in the entire thing that I have to type. And then words equals length divided by 5. Words, we've never seen words before. So that's a single. So that becomes 1/5 of the length of everything. Then I turn on the timer, which we've discussed before. I didn't have to do. That's not the... If all I'm doing is capturing a start time and an end time, timer will always give that to me. Timer on is used for other things that I didn't know. And still don't really know. I think we've done this before, an event trapping system. Yeah, I didn't use events at all. Okay, so then here's our loop. Y equals y plus y fac, which was 2. So y has never been set before, I don't think. No. So the first time through the loop, y is going to be 2, because we're adding y fac to it. So it's 2. So y is going to be the row that we are currently typing on. Okay, locate y, comma 1, and then do e equals e plus 1. Okay, and then print an underscore. Right, we saw that. So the underscore, yeah, that is at the position that we are next going to type, okay? I don't know what E is yet. Oh, that's just setup. Now we start into the actual inner loop here. So we wait for a key press as always. If it's not enter, and it's not backspace, then NE equals NE plus A. These are horrible names. So N is an array up here. We declare it to be 5 strings. So this array is going to hold what we're typing in. I should not have named it N. That's a horrible name. Okay, anyway, whatever you typed, as long as it's not the enter button or backspace, add what you've typed to the current line of what you're typing, then print what you typed, followed by an underscore. And now this is curious. What is CHR string 29? And this is actually a subtle thing. Let's actually get rid of it. So I've commented out the rest of all of this. I'll show you what happens when we don't have this CHR string 29. So I'm going to type WELCOME. You can see that every time I print, oh, wait a second, no. It's advancing to the next line. In QBasic, you tell it to stay on the same line by the semicolon at the end. So I want to keep the semicolon. Okay, WELCOM. So every time it's printing the letter and printing the underscore like we told it to, what I actually want to do is to print the letter, print the underscore, and then invisibly move the cursor back 1 space so I can next print where the underscore is. And this was accomplished by this CHR string 29. Let's have a look at what the ASCII character for 29 is. GS. So these things in brackets, they mean something. See, 13 is carriage return. 8 is backspace. Here's end of file. I'm not sure what GS is. I don't know. But that moves the cursor back. That's like, must be hitting the left button or something like that. Not really, because the left button is a dual code thing. But anyhow, that is how you move the cursor back one. That's the interpretation of that ASCII code in QBasic. Okay, otherwise, if we, see, this is interesting. So we allow for a backspace. If we've hit backspace, then L is the length of the current line that we're typing -1. If L is not -1, I guess if you hadn't typed anything, the length of it is 0, and then L would be -1. So we're checking for that. Now you can't hit backspace when you haven't typed anything, shouldn't do anything. So if it's not -1, then set the current line of what you've typed equal to the left string of what you've typed, comma L. So this removes from what you've typed the last letter in memory, because we've still got it displayed. So this line removes it from memory, so the computer knows that that last letter you typed is no longer part of the line. This line will also execute. We're going to print backspace, or not backspace, we're going to move the cursor to the left one, print a space, and then move the cursor to the left. Okay, and let's just try that out. So we can hit backspace. Okay, here we go, backspace. So we moved the cursor to the left, printed a space, and moved the cursor back. So I can decide, no, I want to type that over again. Okay. The cursor doesn't move, but it kind of works. Maybe I'll do it this time. No. Okay, otherwise, if you hit enter, then print a space. At the end of the lines, I was hitting enter, and so I guess it tacks on a space. Okay, we've done everything with what we've inputted. Now char equals the length of NE, the length of what you've typed. If the right string of what you've typed, so the rightmost character of what you've typed is not equal, now here's the mid string again, so we take what we're supposed to type and look at char, the index char, so the charth character and what you were supposed to type, and that's defined as the length of what you've currently typed. So this is checking what you've typed with the letter you're supposed to type directly above it. So grab what you've typed, grab what you were supposed to type. If they're not equal to one another, then end, just totally end. You're not given any chance. One fail and you're out. Okay, then we loop this whole thing until we hit the enter button. But here we check for the enter. This suggests that while I'm typing and while I'm not at the end of the line, I could hit enter. Enter will print a space. Well, let's try that. Look at this. I go to the next line. Well, this is a way to cheat. Enter. You typed at a rate of 87 words per minute. You made it. Well, that's a glitch. I did not type that at 87 words per minute. Okay, so what's going on here? If we hit 13, we print a space. Right, so we print a space, and if we wanted to stay on the same line, I should have put a semicolon. But that would be weird behavior. I could then hit enter. You know what? The enter button has an internal carriage return aspect to it. So I'll bet, yeah, that does nothing. It automatically proceeds to the next line regardless of what I'm doing. Internally it advances no matter what I do. Okay, well that's fine. Oh no. I'm totally wrong. I'm looping until I hit CH, until I hit enter. It does not internally do it. So what was happening, I was coming here, I was hitting enter. I wasn't done the line, but it said, oh, you hit enter? Okay, I'll print a space. I'll do this calculation. What you've typed is what you were supposed to type, because if I hit enter here, shouldn't it have checked that space with the C? What is going on? I printed it. Oh, I printed a space. And then I'm checking for the length. That doesn't make sense. What's going on? Okay, so I'm going to hit enter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a breakpoint right here. So we've seen this before. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to hit W. It's going to break. It's going to say, what's going on? I'll add a watch here. Char. Char is 1, because all I've done is type the W. And then, what is NE? NE is W. What is add watch? Word E is welcome to my great thing. And then we're going to continue. I'm going to type E. Okay. And then we're going to continue, and I'm going to type enter. So, NE. Now, this is another part of debugging that we haven't, oh no, we have seen before. I can hit F6, and I can go down below here, and now I can look at things without having a watch up there. So right now I've hit enter. I've got W and E on the screen. So it's this. I think I should be ending this program because, well, let's see. Let us print the right string of N of E1. It's a space because I don't see it on the screen. Okay, and then I'm going to print the mid string of word of E, char 1. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to clear the screen first. It is printing, yeah. It is printing these things, it's just, it's not, oh boy. Sorry folks. Clear the screen, then print right string of N of E, 1, then follow it, so let's do it. So it thinks it's on E. Oh, of course. This is why debugging exists. Okay, my problem is here I've printed space, but I haven't actually tacked that on to the N array. So none of my comparisons with what I'm supposed to type will take this space into effect, into consideration. So that's why. It's internally looking at the E. I haven't mistyped anything, I just haven't gotten to the end. Okay, I'm going to delete all the watches. We are going to delete all the breakpoints and continue. Okay, looping until we hit enter. This is when we hit enter prematurely. It doesn't end. It goes back all the way up here and adds 1 to E. Hey, we're going to the next line. Okay, and we do the whole thing with the second line. Then, when we're done, we say time equals timer minus time divided by 60. This is how many seconds divided by 60, which is how many minutes. How many minutes it took you. And then the words per minute is words divided by time. So words was up here calculated as right. Okay. So when you get to properly determining words per minute, you don't use the actual words that were typed. Because what if your document consisted of really long words? Then your words per minute would go down. If it was like really small words all over, your words per minute would increase. And there's no standard there. And so growing up, I even took a course in grade 9, a typing course, and I had no need to take that. No, it was in grade 10. I had no need to take that typing course, but I was in there anyway. We were told that the average word is 5 characters long, and so that's what they did. That's what they based words per minute on. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know who cares about words per minute anymore, but this is the length of all the characters divided by 5. That's how many words you have to type. That is what that was all about. So then I take words and I divide it by time and say you typed at a rate of words per minute. If words per minute is greater than 55, then print you made it. Otherwise, you can't type at all. Problem is, if I couldn't type at all, I'd never get to the end. And so I had such a tremendous words per minute because I hacked it. No, I didn't hack it. I exploited a bug, which allowed me to hit enter and go to the next line. And it assumed I finished everything. So I could even do W, I, C, I, B. Oh, and I get a 328 words per minute. You made it. Awesome. Okay. Oh my. Again, nothing. So I don't know why these appeared in my good folder. These kind of seem like they're dumb, but yeah. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing in its entirety. And so maybe that's why it's in the good folder. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, well, thanks for joining me in this adventure in old code. Have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.